Hello everyone, it's Andrew here. Welcome to the stream. I know that there is a bunch of stuff that came in the update and we won't be looking into it at all today. Because, I'm not having a character in pre-steering on this account. And we're focusing on unlocking all skills. Probably shouldn't bring Acolyte Jin with me to this place. I think I want to set Master of Whispers up with curses. My goal is to go get Raza. I do like an Elias. And let's stick a General Morgan in there, sure. Okay. I think my next course of action will be to set up Master of Whispers with some runes and such. Hope everyone is doing well today, by the way. They have added a new Identify All button. I don't know how thorough it is yet, and we will be finding that out. They also added a Deposit All Materials button, which is a welcome addition, I must say. But my objectives for today are... let's see... Probably want to make sure I get him a Bloodstained Insignia. Minor Blood. Minor Death. Minor Slow Reaping. All these are pretty cheap. Superior Curses. Hello. And Deposit. Okay. Oh yeah, and I should check out this while I'm here. Let's go to Mr. Master of Whispers. Bloodstained goes on the boots. Because it's historical. Well, you know what? Let's put the blood rune. So it can be Bloodstained Mysterious Boots of Minor Blood Magic. Hey, Salty Grease. Sure, I don't know. I'm probably not going to give a Vigor Rune, but I always put Vigor Runes on the chest. Hope you're doing well today, Salty Grease. Okay, Minor Illusion is probably not worth anything. I was correct. Survivor is one of those ones that sometimes has value and sometimes doesn't. It doesn't have value right now, and I'm not going to wait for it to have value. So we're just going to send it into ye old merchant's pockets. Okay. I'll make a build for Master of Whispers when I'm actually here, though. Now. No. We're not doing blood magic right now. We're going curses and soul reaping at the moment. Let's give you flush my flesh, though. One of the big differences between flush and my flesh... oh yeah, I need to update everybody's res skills, because I moved everyone over to the signet for... Flush my flesh is better range than res chant. But I moved everyone over for... Right, you need to go minions again. Forgot how much I changed characters around for the mission we were just doing. Where's... That's what I want. And... Dark Bond. Dun 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 dun. Okay, you're fine. I probably don't want Cautery Signet, though. Let's go with Defensive Anthem here. I think Defensive Anthem is quite useful in these circumstances. Just scanning through for any weird changes I might have made otherwise. Because Rustics are really good against Abaddon. Okay. Flesh of my flesh having longer range and less energy cost is nice. I don't know that Chillblains is particularly useful. Barbs and Soul Barbs are actually quite good here. There's Soul Barbs. Not really sure what else I want to be running on him. File enchantments is some okay damage, I guess. I might give him like some channeling or communing. Maybe I'll give him some communing. Boy, talk about awkward amounts of resources. This would actually be a spot where ideally I would have an Eye of the North skill that would come in super clutch, but I don't have it, so it's not going to be here. I guess Reckless Haste. Reckless Haste is a nice pairing with Spiteful Spirit. Yeah, okay, that works with that. I might change. I'm gonna give Gwen Overload instead of Chaos Storm, I think. I think the AoE is maybe not as good here, but this will give a short duration Hex to trigger Soul Barbs, which I think is of some good value. Illusion Magic works particularly well with Soul Barbs because they a lot of short-lived hexes. One of the other things I'm noticing is Lightning Strike will also work well with it. Okay, I think that's the changes that I need. Let's go get ourselves a Ritualist unlocked. Figuring out how I'm going to kind of piecemeal out the Ritualist skills is certainly a challenge, though. Pop everyone off. Health bars are jumping all over the place. The main thing is that I don't want Elias dying on me. The MM dying is not good. Which again is why I have some serious defensive stuff for him. I'd also like Master of Whispers to be leveling up. Let's get that Hex off. Don't remove Hex. I have a sneaking suspicion we're doing a poor job of focusing targets. One of the problems with these higher level areas is when you are focused on healing, it can be hard to appropriately take care of, shall we say, the I forget exactly how this quest works, but you can pop those with Gaze of Fury. make sure I'm using this signal a good bit. I really don't need to be using this hex removal skill. But these guys in particular need focus. And it's a bit tricky to give it to them. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to that time I got reincarnated as a slime, which should be having a new episode come out today, in theory. Starting the new season. But I don't know when that's actually going to land. It has not yet, and I would have expected it by now, so. That's just how it be. Thankfully, my team is fairly resistant to blurred vision, owing to a general lack of attack skills. I'll wait for Elias to catch up here. But my general plan for today, I don't think I got around to saying this, is to grab Raza, and then there's a handful of missions I still need to do. Jenner's Horde, and then the Rylon Refuge and Zaganir Bastion. So I want to do those, and then we'll start Eye of the North on this character. Because at this point, I just kind of want to get this character through all of the stuff. Let's see. This Blade of Corruption is actually very low and should be finished off. Man, this area is definitely... Like, these enemies are terrible to fight on a healer. You have to really be keeping an eye on... The other thing, too, is Dunkoro's... Part of the difference between me and Dunkoro is I am optimizing my energy usage a lot better. Like, he's probably jumping on healing faster than I am, so he's using a bit more. But I'm also knowing what's, like, how to better utilize my skills for energy management. The AI is not smart about that sort of thing. It's always interesting seeing these portals from other angles. We're in a different sort of spot. But there's a lot of interesting interleaving. A lot of interesting interleaving going on. Trying to get an interesting screenshot, and then, you know, the army of minions comes running in at you, and I should probably utilize them while they're still here. The Arms of Insanity use Barrage, which is a little bit of a nuisance. Yeah. Well, we turned through that group pretty effectively, so that's nice. These Quickening Zephyrs are really obnoxious. Hello, Raza. You're not from this place. Who and what are you? I have been alone for what seems ages. I am Raza, created from the mists. I have no memories of my creation, though the past is shrouded in fog. Abaddon bound me to this plane. His minions blessed me with knowledge to fulfill a great purpose. However, I can sense Abaddon is no more. Now that I am without purpose, my existence without meaning. And now I am without purpose, my existence without meaning. So tell me, are you here to give me my purpose? Find our own purpose in life, Raza. Search for my own purpose. An interesting concept. To not be told what to do, to merely exist to find a purpose. I find you curious, unlike anything I have ever encountered. I wish to journey with you to learn more about your ways. Perhaps my purpose is to travel through the world with you. We always welcome new allies. Allies? I do not understand your words. I have much to learn. However, you must remove the barriers that bind me if I am to accompany you. I'm restrained by guardians summoned by Abaddon. As long as I exist, I must remain here. Destroy these guardians, and Raza will be your allies. Yep. And he will continue to be our allies, as it were. Known as the Mist Stranger in Guild Wars 2. He's following our minions because he has healing skills. It's funny. Margonites appeared. We'll clear him out. Definitely want to get Faint Hardness off of General Morgan. That's going to be really annoying for him. I'm actually going to hang out here a moment and give Elias time to raise a few more minions. I think that would be of strategic value. Ah, we've got the Shadow Army here now. Yeah, but they were weak. Go back the way it came over here. Your enemies. Greater speed. Oh. But I should wait for Elias to catch up. Fallback and incoming are actually really useful to put on the Minion Master. Because the healing helps sustain the minions between battles, which is really nice. You know, it's interesting how some of this imagery reminds me of I forget his name. Godwyn, is it? Godwyn the Golden? Is that the name from Elden Ring where he like has growing facial features all over the place? Woo! That is some big hits. We'll admit those elementalists may have caught us slightly by surprise. These people have really, really bad res prioritization. Yeah, shield of absorption is good. Okay, Dunkoro might also just be an idiot. I forget if we get... Yeah, we do get kicked out of this place. Well, that's a little annoying. I probably just still need to speak to Raza. Yeah. There's no res shrine there, so that's why we got kicked out. For anyone who doesn't know. I'm going to blame that on uh, prioritizing the wrong thing. Okay, so this like backs off and I have to do it all over again. That's fine. Not exactly ideal, but fine. Part of what happened there was, but yeah, like I was saying, it was target prioritization. I was focused too much on the binding spirit and not on the enemies in the area. And then we just got nuked down simultaneously, which was bad, obviously. Okay, can we do something about these reigns of terror? They're living up to their name, and I don't like it. Oh my goodness. This area is brutal. Elias, I'm gonna this on you. Okay, before we continue, I am absolutely giving us a chance to recover. Okay, it looks like everyone except Elias and General Morgan has okay energy. Now at least. Those reigns of terror are very well named, though. You know what? You don't get another minion. We're just gonna go in and fight them now. Arms of Insanity are particularly obnoxious because they have a real tendency to use lightning reflexes when their health gets low, and then they're blocking when they activate the one skill. Which can make them a lot harder to kill, depending upon your party, obviously. Good, Master leveled up. I knew that was going to be happening soon, but... Don't like how much I'm just, like, hoping they will finish things off. Yeah, Arms of Insanity have a really obnoxious tendency to duplicate because of that. Their properties. Let's get this QZ out of here. There won't be anything around these right now, I don't believe. Okay, I'm curious. So this currently is not identified. If I hit identify all. Okay, it does not identify all. It is, in fact, a half useful button. It identifies all unidentified things, but does not identify all unidentified things that could be identified. Which is unfortunately it's only so useful because identifying these will also increase their value. I mean, it's not bad that it works that way, but it's not quite everything that I hoped it would be at the same time. I'm still going to have to do a lot of clicking. It's fine. It's not unexpected, I suppose. But that's why I wanted to test its functionality, because I knew there was a distinct likelihood that it would not, in fact, identify all things. It just identify unidentified, or things marked as unidentified. Which sounds slightly mad when you say it, but... Okay, Raza, we're here to try this again, but hopefully with a bit more success this time. I need to make a new screenshots folder soon, which is exciting. 815. We are waiting for the minions to catch up. Catch up. Okay. Healing Breeze is always nice to drop on Elias. Actually, this cleric should be more of a priority target. Yeah, everything else will crumple once that's down. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have a hex on him. He's just standing in a well. I need to remember the purple arrow is what denotes a hex, not the purple bar. Purple bar just shows us non-conditional degeneration. Also, I need to remember to allocate Master of Whispers attribute points, but I don't want to do that in the middle of combat, so... Okay, looks like we are no longer in combat. That's good. Good thing I didn't bring Acolyte Jin with me. She'd be such a huge liability here. I might bring her to Rylon Refuge. Rylon Refuge is a fairly quick mission, but a Broadhead Arrow definitely goes a long way there. Okay, we're going to get close to this thing, and then we're going to focus ourselves some Titans. Oh, look, it goes so much better when you don't accidentally get yourself surrounded by a bunch of pyromancers that incinerate everyone. What a shock. Uh, okay. Now we can make our way back to Raza without having comically failed. Hydration is really important. And I tell you, I got home last night from Magic and drank a bunch of water, and I was expecting it to wake me up in the middle of the night, and somehow it didn't. I was very thirsty, apparently. Okay, Raza, I need to speak with ye. Also, what is the Realm of Torment's dental plan? It's got to be expensive to take care of all of these teeth. Oh, maybe they don't have the bacterium that causes plaque and dental decay and stuff. I was hearing about some people who are making a version of that bacterium that outcompetes the version that causes cavities that doesn't produce the cavity-causing acids and stuff. Pretty interesting idea that, like, oh, maybe at some point in time we'll be able to use genetically engineered or genetically modified mouth bacteria in order to get rid of dental caries, which is the clinical term for like what causes cavities, which that would be pretty neat. The barriers are no more. I offer you my skills and my insight. As a child of the mists, I have an affinity for things spiritual. In return, you will show me how you experience life and aid me in finding the purpose for which I was created. I must take this time to reflect. I will meet you later. Okay, dokie. There's another spot that I will want to go to where there's the mission. Raza is unlocked, which is excellent news. Raza come to us at level 20. Okay, yeah. I think it's out of Jahai. Is that out of Gate of Fear? Domain of Pain. Domain of Fear. Well, that kind of tracks. Domain of Fear. Domain of Secrets. Gate of Pain. Leads to Nightfall and Jahai. Yeah. You know, it's been so freaking long since I've gotten here. I should really just look this up. Shadow Nexus. Yeah, I know it's a challenge mission. Take the eastern exit of Gate of Torment. Oh, maybe it's just... Oh, yeah, there is an additional spot. The Shadow Nexus is, I think, a 4-person zone, which is fine. Hero skills. Do I have any hero skill points? 2 hero skill points. What monk skills will you give me? I will take Healing Ring. I'm going to get Purge Signet and Mending Touch on my warrior. What ritualist skills are available? Recovery? You know what? I'll get recovery on this character. Why not? This map is... ridiculously huge. Okay, must be down this way. There is another outpost also somewhere around out there. Don't remember many of the details about it offhand, though. There you can see the Gate of Secrets, I want to say it was. Also, this is not a thing. This is just a place that exists because it exists. I like how you can see the other like outpost maps from each other. It's a very wonky design. Let's see, isn't this the direction that leads to Nightfall and Jahai? Yeah, okay, so that's not the way I need to go. Recovery is one of those things I just don't tend to use a whole lot. Oh, does it curl down around here? Oh, this is such an enormous outpost. Yeah, it might be over this way. Yeah, that's got to be it. Yeah, the Shadow Nexus. Excellent, excellent. It'd be kind of nice if you could check to see what the experience points of your heroes were. I guess it ultimately doesn't matter that much. We spent like 40 minutes getting Raza, which seems slightly unreasonable. But here we are. This is really important. Might not be obvious why at first, but it is very important. I want Vec, Gwen, and Elias. I'll do a round of this. So what this mode does, probably don't really need Vec on Splinter Weapon here. I'm actually gonna give him Blood Song. What this will allow us to do is it'll allow us to get hero armor, and notably, nice armor for Zenmite. I really don't like her default look, if that wasn't clear. We'll see how I feel about this particular party. I wish it didn't have a minute countdown until start. That seems a bit excessive. What we basically need to do is there's these different nodes that we'll be capturing from Marganites. And that's it. That's the mission. So, and we might get some mysterious armor pieces, and hopefully we do, and I can make Zenmai look good. That is my whole hope here. I mean, Elias gets some neat armors off of some of the stuff too, but gonna run out before the mission starts. Okay. I may have made a slight mistake by starting over here, next to an elementalist boss. Okay, well this is gonna be a freaking short run. You know, this is why a minute countdown is such a bad design decision. Okay, the other thing is that's made it clear that I should... okay, this is not as helpful here because there's fewer party members. Word of Healing is probably a little bit stronger. And I think I want some investment in Protection Prayers. Heal Party also a lot weaker. I'm going to bring Prot Spirit. And looks like the bots are out in Force today. And Shield of Absorption. And see how that adjusts things. Do I still want Cure Hex? Might be better to run like Dismiss Condition. Depending upon how this attempt goes, I may switch over to more of a Boon Prot type situation. Actually, I'm going to slot Healing Ribbon in there. This might not work super well, but with this few allies, it is going to be a bit more reliable. Yeah, see, they could cut the starting timer down to 10 seconds to be fine. This might also not be working super well here and should probably be replaced, but... wouldn't be bad for me to get some Restoration Magic on this character. Wouldn't be bad for me to get it on some other characters, though. I don't know. There's lots of things that I could do long term once I no longer have to worry about unlocking all skills and am rolling in cash. Takes a lot of money to unlock all skills. I know I could put characters in Reforged mode and it would cheapen everything up, but that... I started this old school and I'm going to finish it old school. That's my determination anyway. Invoke Lightning is a piece of work, though. Okay. This will give Elias a chance to get some minions going. Those can eat it. Okay, maybe Dismiss Condition wouldn't have been a bad idea. Okay. We just need to kill Margonites. That's the main thing here. Not having the Elementalist boss spawn in your head is probably the single most helpful thing. Honestly, the fact that they can heal multiples of us at once also is... This is like... Small parties are actually where Healing Ribbons becomes good. Weirdly enough. I hadn't considered that, but... Okay, so we slow Rift progress by killing Margonites. I'm gonna lock Gwen on that thing. Okay, this is going a lot smoother now. Those are good experience points too, incidentally. Yeah, and the big thing I'm looking for is drops of mysterious armor. I'm not quite sure how that works, but yeah, we're able to do a lot to resist Invoke Lightning now, thankfully. And that goes down. It's actually a spot, because we're getting so many things. Res Signet is probably the superior form of Resurrection. Whoops. Mouse flew over to OBS, as it will sometimes do. Okay, we currently have no Marganite groups. Okay, a group has spawned. Where is it? Over there. How do we get over there? Looks like we go around this way. I haven't done this a whole lot, so I'm not really an expert in it. It's kind of neat being a like 4-person party challenge. This is definitely a spot where having access to a Soul Twist is probably vaguely useful. You can put some offense on a Soul Twist. Because you really only need shelter. So you can put a couple of offensive things on it as well. I don't know how this works, though, for giving you mysterious armors. I don't know if it's just like a random drop that goes straight to your inventory that you have to get lucky with, or any of that sort of stuff. But a Soul Twist with a bit of offense. Yeah, this is where things are starting to go downhill. Excuse me. Ah, that was just badly timed for us. All right. Good spot to capture and Invoke Lightning, though. I'll grant that. It's like I am developing strategies as I'm experiencing what this is like. No mysterious armor yet. Oh, the Warlock is a problem, actually. The Warlock can strip enchantments, so... Yeah, having the minions go forward and eat the first Invoke Lightning is a huge help, incidentally. Yeah, this group is slightly larger, see, so the groups will get bigger over time. Makes sense to go after this one. This one is kind of rough. There's a Warlock and a Sorcerer in addition to the usual suspects. my job is to put Prot Spirit on everyone. Oh, a group just literally spawned on top of us. And getting Elias like that was really bad. Yeah, this is probably where our run ends. We're in a res lock now. I mean, I gave it a good go. I definitely have ideas about how I do it differently, though. You'll always get defeated in these eventually. But having a group literally spawn right on top of us was really bad luck. Unfortunately, I didn't get any armors from that, which is really what I was hoping for. That's just how it goes. I'm not going to keep doing it right now, but I'll definitely want to come in here later. Oh, I unlocked it. Unlocked it guided by fate. I mean, it's definitely a useful button, don't get me wrong. It'll save a little bit of time. Okay, well, we'll do more of this later. Yeah, there's one more outpost over there, but I'm not going to find it right now. Okay, let's go. I guess let's do Rylan Refuge first. That seems reasonable. Okay. Let's leave and then I want Acolyte Jin. This is a good one for Raza, actually. I need to get him set up. That's gonna be the lock where it is, isn't it? What I'm thinking about right now, is consistency of heroes, because Zandra tends to be a little bit easier to get. I tend to use Zandra as my Soul Twist, I think. So if I'm going to set somebody up to kind of do that sort of build, I would rather it be her. I can bring Raza and not worry about running him up, though. I'm probably going to set Master of Whispers up to do bipping here. Sure, this should be fine. I'm bringing Acolyte Jin because I wanted to get experience points. This is not how you get experience points. Okay. We're just going to go spawning and communing. The problem is without any runes and communing... Okay, Soul Twist will still be good enough. Normally I like a little bit of restoration, but we'll see what we can manage here. Probably go... Like, I can do the proper thing with Shelter Union and Displacement, because I have all of those unlocked already. I'll give him Men, Body, and Soul, and... I don't know. Like, I'm missing some of what I would bring, but... It's fine, it's fine. Not ideal. TBH. How about brutal weapon? Make Acolyte Jin better? Uh, I'm gonna give her new life. This is touch range, so expertise does decrease the cost of it. Although, given her the rest of what she's got going on, that may not matter too terribly much. Body shot, broadhead arrow, savage shot, distracting shot, marauders shot. I'm gonna give her whirling defense too. Where's good old marauders? I like marauder shot a lot after their update to it. That is such a clunky bar on Raza, but it is what it is. Okay, we're dropping the Spiteful Spirit and the Communing. Getting Blood Magic instead. 9 Blood Magic is good. Point in Resto, make that slightly better. Probably not really a Soul Barbs situation. Do I have both Defile and Desecrate? Or just Defile? It looks like I might just have Defile unlocked right now. That's okay. I can repair that later. Reckless Haste becomes a lot less interesting. Chill Blades is good. They're expensive, but good. I don't think I have Plague Sending unlocked yet. No, I don't appear to. Because it would be in this general area. Faint-heartedness is annoying. I'll include that. Honestly, probably Barbs isn't very good. Now that I think about it. Well, okay, it's not terrible. It'll work for Acolyte Jin. But without Olias's minions, it certainly loses some value. Give him suffering. This is where I wish I had Desecrate enchantments unlocked, but whatever. Sure, and Gordon's Gaze. Is it good? No. Is it serviceable? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to give him Splinter Weapon back. He has Prot Spirit. I'm probably going to go back to the other thing I was doing. I definitely don't need those. Healing Burst is nice. I was using Heal Party. Maybe I still want Heal Party. I'm not going to bother with Cure Hacks. One of the things is we probably have more like healing and stuff than is strictly speaking necessary. I'm going to bring Spotless Soul. That'll be nice. Okay. Acolyte Jin currently doesn't have a whole lot going on for her. That's okay. I need to sell stuff at the merchant. Ashnod. Oh, that sounds suspicious. It's like Ashdod, which I believe was an ancient city of the Philistines. Ascalon is loosely a different version of Ashkelon, which is another Philistine city. Okay. Let's see how this goes. In retrospect, having both Brutal Weapon and Splinter Weapon for one character is maybe a bit preposterous of a notion. But I don't think it's preposterous enough that I'm going to do anything about it. Oh yeah, this makes all No, this is whenever you take earth damage. I don't know if it affects other things. You're gonna run right into that group of drakes, aren't you? It's inconsiderate of you, at best. I'm probably gonna have even less to do though with the it's the sort of thing where Dunkoro probably has ceased to be necessary with Raza playing the Soul Twist role. Soul Twist is just so good for damage mitigation that it tends to make other options for it feel a bit obsolete. Honestly, the problem isn't any one skill. It is the combination of skills. And Soul Twist should probably do something like destroy a spirit, recharges all of your... Destroy an allied spirit, recharge all of your binding, or like all of your rituals or something like that. Goofily enough, that doesn't actually heal her, but... I just knew we had enough hex removal that I didn't want to be bothering with trying to bring any myself. This is kind of pointless too, come to think of it, but... I would kind of like a spawning power weapon for this character. Probably a wand, actually. Would be ideal. I do have some of those choices that I made for Gwen based upon other party comp stuff. Probably change those, but oh well. Now's not the time that that's happening. Maybe I should go capture Signal Spirits on this character. My reasoning is that it would be a nice option to have for stuff that I have to do solo. I think this character would probably benefit from it the most. I need to go do more stuff in factions. I probably am going to do Eye of the North next on this character, though. I want more hero skill points for more free skills from that system. I'm surprised Acolyte Jin hasn't leveled up yet, honestly. I think there's a cap to how much upward experience you can get, though, so she's probably hitting that. Hello, Agent of Whispers. Yep. He's constantly throwing his weight around. I have a random minor soul reaping rune. I guess that one will have to go to Livia or some other character or some other characters. Necro. I forgot to put it on Master of Whispers. It's not important who begins the game; it is important who finishes it. I kind of like the design of the bonus for this one, where you can go faster by not turning off the pumps, but it's more dangerous. A lot of times it feels like bonuses slow down emissions, so having one that speeds it up, but at a risk, is a really interesting twist on that formula that I appreciate. Oh, there's a level for Acolyte Jin. Get her some more marksmanship. Also, hello, Vinhas. I know I didn't really say hi, but glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. What? Oh, quest log to view updates. I just saw the word updates there, hiding behind Vec, and I'm like, what's the updates now? Drop shelter, please. Yeah, it's fine. That less fine, but understandable. These guys are kind of vicious, and fighting several at once is definitely not ideal, but it's good to get them cleared out. Okay. Reapply that. Make sure these are up. Yeah, that went pretty smoothly, as I thought it would.
What is that?
A friend of the drought, mourning its passage.
Trapped in
My
here.
character's just tiny head
Don't
there.
be too sure of that. Never walk into a room unless you're sure you can walk out.
If you say so, Master of Whispers. If you say so. Oh, good. That leveled Master up the rest of the way. Okay. That brings us to Zaganir Bastion. Interesting question of how might I want to arrange the team for this. Yeah, replace that with Chaos Storm again. Chaos Storm again. Prot Spirit actually becomes pretty redundant at this point, so I'm gonna give him Firestorm because I like Firestorm mostly. Makes me happy on the inside. This is a mess. I wish I could make it less of a mess, but I don't really have. Necromancer skills need help. That's where I'm going to end that thought, but they do. So, I'm gonna switch her over to Barrage. We're not trying to shut down one overwhelming foe. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave the team like this for the moment. I got a whole 2 things, so I'm not too worried about trying to clear out an inventory. Where do I start this mission? Is it Miranda? You're here to defend the Citadel. Yes. I'll enter the mighty. Okay, which direction is this? This is east. I want to send you guys all to defend the east. East. Also you. East. All of you go to the east. We can handle the rest, but... Barrage Splinter weapon's too good to not be using. I would put different things on Raza, but I have like no ritualist skills. In fact, I even have this much unlocked is somewhat surprising. This would actually not be a bad mission to have Elias on as well, but I really should have changed Spotless Soul. Here we are. I did not. All of the hex removal I have in this team. Why has her hexes not been removed yet? I guess there's just so many of them. I don't know if that holds water or not, but... I appreciate the handful of Vabian guards over here helping to hold the middle. They actually do some good work. Good. That's what I like to see. Acolyte Jin getting some levels. Okay, we need to take out their generals. We're right by this one, so let's just press the monk first. I want to try to get the bonus on this, which means that I can't let them blow these things up. This is where minions would actually be super helpful. Just because it would add more bodies to the battlefield and muck things up more. Should have thought of that, but I had to bring Master with me for the actual mission, so... I'm going to push this side. The monk boss would have healed itself if it had any damage kind of going on it. I think when I last did this, it was in hard mode, but we kind of had... It was with 2 people, so we can kind of split our forces a little bit. I want this guy dead. Okay. We're heading back to the Central Bombard. These are point capture spots, so... I'm definitely not doing this super well. This is actually going very poorly. Our damage is way too low, and I blame Acolyte Jin, which I think is a perfectly reasonable thing to do. The Order of Whispers is making a valiant effort at doing things here, but... Okay, at this point, I think I just need to stop worrying about the bonus and more worry about trying to get this mission done. Yeah, okay, that checks out. Yeah. This is your priority, sir. Dear goodness. This is your priority, everyone. Nothing else is as important as getting that down. It's not that we don't have some damage, it's just our damage is heavily mitigated. We have 3 healers and that's it. So hey Miranda. You stop dying on me for a moment. Actually, would you keep dying for me? Okay, Kumtosh himself is wandered down here, which is really stupid of him, but I'm gonna help her out with my spectacular wanding damage. Oh, sorry, I had to rub my nose because it's itchy, and I bumped the microphone in the process. Okay, well, the good news is that somehow we have... These Vabian guards are super good at not falling over. And we just have 1 general left, so... Won't get masters, but should get the expert reward, which is good enough. It's not like I need masters on this for anything in particular. Right? Oh, I can turn in Forgotten Retribution. I should do that. Actually, Barb's is really nice with all of the other things that are here, but... can't do anything about... Spellbreaker. There's skills I can get rid of it, but not in this party. Jura. My name is Jura. Yeah. So that should be... Oh. Apparently that was good enough for a master's reward on that. I didn't expect that. I'll take it. I certainly was not expecting it. Huh. That's more forgiving than I was expecting. Well, like I said, I will certainly take it. Boy, I definitely need more writ skills. One of the big things I need is, I might just hop on my Necro and go grab it, honestly. I have to bring cost to the next one, well, which is not, I admit, not something I'm super excited by. Okay, Generous Horde. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and swap over my Necro and grab a few skills. I need to remember she's in Fantari's Refuge. That is okay. Do I have Writ unlocked on her? Oh, well, that could be a problem. Can I get Writ unlocked on her? Yes. Yeah, okay. Fine. We're all fine here. There's even a skill trainer. How convenient. It'd be obnoxious for my build since I'm going to have to mash back in to get half my bar back, but whatever. It's tolerable. Okay. I'm going to need... I don't know. I'm just going to grab 5 platinum. That's probably fine. Let's go ahead and unlock Ritualist. I'm just gonna unlock all the other secondaries while I'm here. Not like I'm gonna use a lot of those, but just having them is convenient. Okay. Akane. Burn through 2 of my platinum, and that's fine. Not actually that much in the end. I want Boon of Creation. I do want Explosive Growth. Let's see. Armor of Unfeeling. I'm going to get this on my Ranger, not on this character, but Armor of Unfeeling is definitely one of the skills that I would like. Yeah. Okay, I know what I'm going to do, actually. I grab a few more platinum. Head back to... actually, no. What are these? I don't have this one unlocked yet. I don't have this one unlocked yet. Somehow I don't have Unholy Feast unlocked yet. Grab that. That I'm going to wait to grab on my Ranger as well. Jaundiced Gaze. Sure, why not? Rising Bile would be a good one to have unlocked. Vile Miasma. Okay. getting some more stuff unlocked, working on that whole unlock all skills thing that I'm trying to do, you know? Yeah. Essence Strike is another one that I should just have. I'm going to grab it, Gaze from Beyond, and Spirit Boon Strike and Spirit Burn. Go to Lion's Arch. Does this character have... No. I'm going to go see if... Hey, Devona. She's hanging out over there. She can be added to your party if you're a... or she can be unlocked as a hero, apparently, if you're a reforged character. My understanding is, since my character's not reforged, I cannot do this. Can you teach me any skills? Can you? Mark of Subversion. Okay, not what I want, but I do need to unlock it at some point in time, so I might as well just grab it now. Okay, I went on a skill buying spree, and it was a skill buying spree. I don't know what else to say about it. Well, I got some of the skills that I wanted, that's for sure. This is where my character was, so I'm just going to leave her here. She's probably doing the dropping eaves stuff, but... Anyway. Right. I have to bring costs with me. I'd rather replace... Let's just do this. I need to bring costs. I want Acolyte Jin. I'm probably going to bring Master of Whispers, but I might do like Curses Resto and not bring Dankoro. I want Elias, I want Gwen, and I want these two guys. Oh, I want Raza in here though. Where do I fit him in? It's probably not terribly important. Okay, where's Acolyte Jin's? Okay, she can get enough marksmanship to warrant a slash bonus bow. Cost, do you have the shield yet? Okay, good. And you get a better bow. I need these things. Okay. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, you don't need to be speccing into protection prayers. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the splinter weapon thing on this guy. Because this doesn't need that much investment to work. And this guy actually does want his energy storage. Makes that work a lot better. I don't really have another skill I especially need though. I think I might go slash monk. Oh, yeah, that's some good utility. Gwen is fine. Elias is fine. Master of Whispers, I'm going to get to in a second. You're fine. I probably don't need this much remove hacks floating around. You should just have sprint, I think. Actually okay with Lion's Comfort here. I would like another cheaper attack. Guess Standing Slash is kind of what I've got. Boy, I need more. Or Barbarous Slice, excuse me. I don't have Standing Slash unlocked yet. Okay, I need to get more Sword Mastery unlocked, but that's news for another day. Barbarous Slice it is. It's there for the plus 30 damage, not for the potential bleed. Potential bleed is fine, but not like really the point. Okay, Elias is good master. I wanted to drop the blood magic. Drop Soul Reaping and Curses a touch. No, this goes to here. This goes to here. Okay. The problem is, without Raza, I don't have the spirits that I was going to kind of be probably relying on to some extent, but that's okay. Don't really need Chillblains. Chillblains is very pricey. Yeah, this becomes less good of an idea without... Well, I can still give... That's not Coli, that's Coli. Soothing Memories. I can at least give you Life and Spirit Weapon, and then... Barb's Spiteful Spirit, and what do I want my last skill to be? That's a good question, Self. You know what? It's gonna be Chillblains. Gets rid of their Aegis if nothing else. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I might wish I had some other XYZ thing. Oh, I don't have Raza, which I was gonna go and be relying on for defense. Okay. Hang on. You know what? Let's just see how much of a train wreck this is. I think this is the last one I need for this book, right? Yeah. There it is. If this goes really poorly, it goes really poorly. I don't think I care that much. I'll see how much I need to rejigger my team. Obviously, Jin is who I'd replace with Raza, but I want to get her some vital experience points. This does not have to be the spot, though. So if this goes poorly, I'll just drop her and bring Raza instead. Yeah. We'll see how this goes. Oh, I forgot to drop Spotless Soul. Oh well, it's fine. Not ideal, but fine. That tells me they've got another thing they've built, which is fine. big thing that we have to worry about here is the group that runs down from the middle. We'll keep an eye out, but it should be easy enough to figure out the rest. I like that the horticulturalist is a ranger. That feels thematically correct to me. Yeah, here comes the rundown group. The minions and costs are definitely helping to keep attention off of Acolyte Jin, which is good. Got plenty of lights of Sabraheen. Yep, here comes this group running down, so we'll need to make sure to intercept them. Standing here should allow us to do that just fine, though. Might cause us to become a little bit overcrowded, though. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just aggro the entire area. We'll survive somehow. One second cast times, they'll get you. Which I think it might be a 3/4 second cast time, but you know. I'm currently in the head down, heels up zone. Well, that was not good. Also, I think it got stripped, which is not ideal. Acolyte Jin leveled up in there, which is good. Also, it looks like we're running them out of dudes. Also, I am tanking way too many hits. Look, I didn't really mean to fight all of the Margonites in the area at once. It just kind of happened, and we're still around, so that's good. Okay, it looks like the strike team is on its way. We are doing fine. Okay, let's go grab a Light of Sabraheen and give Jin some more attribute investments. I do want to rune her up, but not until she's a little bit more leveled and durable. So I don't want to lose a bunch of HP on her. That is my face, and I would prefer you would leave it alone. Main thing here is clear out these guys as quickly as we can so we can get back to the land of defense. It's an interesting mission that basically wants you to kill off all of the Margonites in it. I'm okay with taking these guys down, by the way. I just want to do it in a spot where we can responsibly. Keeping an eye on spawns. Yep, like this group right here. And there goes Chillblains. Okay, I'm gonna clear out and / pick up some stuff here. I think I just got a skill point, is what I just saw. I want to pop that Harbinger, get the next group, and then go after the other side one. So another attack group should be spawning at some point here. Kind of want to aggro this group of Margonites over here too. So not causing problems while I'm on the stairs. That's always really annoying. Not sure the best way to try to do this though. The spawn group's going to be happening soon. Okay, I'm just going to run back this direction. Yep, here comes the spawn group. This is not a good spot for Acolyte Jin to be fighting, that's for freaking sure. Okay, I've made a real melee of it, and that's okay. Let's get out of the well. I'm not too worried at the moment because I'm fairly confident in our capture of the Margonite's attention, at least. It looks like we should be clearing out a lot of the groups, so that's good. Elias just keeps bipping everyone. Can't really fault him for it. It is what I want him to be doing. Does make his HP feel perilously low at times, though. Okay. We also seem to have successfully lured the one Harbinger down the stairs to where our minions were. now he's hanging out by the wall, which is certainly an unusual position for him. Oh, we can't kill him yet, though. We gotta intercept this group. I wasn't sure how long we had until this group would spawn, but here it is. Ah, yes, it's me. I'm gonna hide behind this pillar now. So stupid. The minions will fight it, but I have to tell them to attack. Because it's just sitting there doing nothing. Hey, you. Get nuked. Both additional harbingers have been defeated. This is one of those missions that, like, if you don't know what's going on, it's very easy to become deeply overwhelmed or, like, get ambushed from behind or whatever while you're trying to do stuff. But once you understand the mechanics, it's actually quite manageable. I guess there's a lot of Guild Wars Zone missions that are like that, come to think of it. This guy is annoying. He takes like 3 of these. And he's also immune to damage. That's ordinary. Lifesteal still works, I believe, but... the minions will distract him. There will probably be another spawn that we're going to have to deal with in the middle of this, but... as annoying as they can be a little bit, the pings are very useful for knowing where there's a thing that you can use. So I do appreciate that aspect of them. You go, Koss. You show him who's boss. Your boss. Give Elias a quick heal. Get out of this degenning well. Elias, another quick heal. Drop a shiny. And then let's get out of here. This is another good spot where fallback and coming charge type skills are really, really useful. He's going to be fighting those minions.
Koss,
So much of the garden has been corrupted.
more would have been lost had we not been here.
How is Milani?
Better. The visions seem to have passed.
We had to come here. It was a real threat. You have to think things through to realize what's important.
I understand. And I think Milani understands as well.
Milani. She's just so... frustrating.
Agreed. But sometimes you have to think things through to realize what's important. Or who's important.
I suppose you're right. You think we should talk, her and I?
Yes, and you will, when the time is right.
For my sake, I hope that time is soon.
Meanwhile, the desolation, she's doing stuff. Okay, cool. that concludes filling out my Nightfall book, which means I can go finally turn in a complete Nightfall book. Hooray! That will wrap up what we're going to do in Nightfall on this character for the time being. I want to go to the Chantry of Secrets. This is way more useful than that thing. Scrivener. Written evidence. Look at my copy of Nightfalls. Yay, 6,000 Lightbringer points, 6 platinum, and 60,000 experience. Take it, please. That'll help recoup some of what I just spent on my Necromancer. Oh, a minor rune of mysticism. And tormentors. That one's got some value locked away. Most likely anyway. I probably also... Yeah, I'm now a rank 5 Lightbringer, which is a market jump up, I assume. No monk skills to get off of this guy, though. I can get a little Abaddon's Gaze and the Signet, which is good. Curse Bazaar. I'm gonna go jump here and check the hero skill trainer. Because I would like to. Get stuff there. If there is anything that I want. Assassin, Mesmer, Ellie, Necro, Monk. Yes, there are monk skills. Holy Haste. Restful Breeze. Scourge Enchantment. I'm going to pick up Purge Condition for this character. I already have it unlocked on this account, but it is being offered there, so I figure I might as well grab it. I do need to come back here for some skill capping. I don't know if that's what I want to do right now or not. That's an interesting question, actually. Hang on, I'm going to look up. Okay. What I'm going to start off with is... I'll probably want to go to Embark Beach, but whatever. This is fine for now. The mission I'm going to go ahead and grab, because this is Curse of the Norn Bear. And that would be very nice to do. What are my bounties? The Darknesses, Kefket Marrow Feast, and Arbor Earthcall. Okay, not terrible. I want to remember to turn on Forgotten Retribution. Balthasar's Pendulum, I believe I already have. Where's my... Loading travels this way. I see the NPC. Yeah, Zinshao. Zealous Benediction I have. Signet of Removal I want to get on my Warrior. Light of Deliverance I've gotten. A couple of spots for that. Spellbreaker I have. Glimmer of Light I have. Zealous Benediction again. Word of Healing. Shield of Regen I have. Healer's Boon is in Resplendent Makun. Okay. Looks like it's closer to Yanner's Market. So let's go to Yanner's Market. It doesn't really matter where I go in Vabi. Yanner Market. Healer's Boon is a nice one to have, actually. So quite happy to go capture that. Oh yeah, this I also keep forgetting to remove from my skill bar. Restful Breeze is not what I'd consider a good skill. I'm gonna put Healing Touch there because I feel like it. Okay. This direction. Yeah, Healer's Boon is definitely one of those skills that's actually really, really, really nice to have. I don't need Cost in my party anymore. So I'm going to take him out. I'm going to put Raza in. That's who I meant to have. This nonsensical thing. Boon of Creation. Also, it's a skill that I very much so wanted to be putting on him and did not have. So now I've fixed that particular oversight. Boon of Creation is also useful for Necromancers because of minions. Obviously, it's not particularly useful because you need to be able to spec on a spawning power, but, you know, with the 5 of a spawning, or of a ritualist weapon, it probably is somewhat useful. Probably not amazing, but I need to get it on somebody, and I don't have a primary ritualist on this account, so. Okay. So it looks like it should be over in this general vicinity. Funny is, like, these are the things that we're confronting first, but... I definitely need to spend more time capturing elites, but see, this is part of what my goal is, though, is to get enough progress to be able to do elite capturing. Healing Touch is nice because it's a self-heal. Honestly, favorable winds are just helping Acolyte Gen. There's no reason to hunt that down. I kind of wish I could make nature rituals not a priority for heroes, or like, I don't know. There's a lot of toggles that would be really nice to have. Well, quite a bit of enemy diversity in this immediate area, isn't there? He's so far away. That's why Healing Touch is a skill that Alicia used to have on her skill bar, and that's why she had a reputation for running into melee range, but... Okay, should be over here, I think, somewhere. I might double check the exact location, actually. Okay, yeah. It's further this way towards the bottom area underneath the amphitheater. So that's all well and good. Scree Griffins are... Apparently they're part of the Harpies, but they are their healers, weirdly. Healing Touch is one of the few healing prayers that you can target yourself with. Yep, just think the Whisperer over there. Make jokes about touching yourself to heal yourself. Something. There's my target. Wow, they hate Gwen. My goodness. It's using Healing Touch too. I do like the MMBIP build just because Dark Bond really does provide it's a comfort blanket. But excellent. Healer's Boon unlocked. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to the wiki. To my Nightfall skill list. Yeah, there's Healer's Boon, Spellbreaker is not what I need, Weapon of Fury, not what I need. I feel like some of those support skills I'm going to want to get on my Necro, actually. Divert Hexes. Okay. Divert Hexes, Scribe's Insight. And it looks like... there's a spot where I can get Martyr, but I'm probably going to get that on my Necro as well. Okay. Immerse the Pious is... Okay, sort of equidistant between the Bone Palace and Ruins of Mora. Might just go to Ruins of Mora then. Actually, I want to go turn in a quest here in the Lair of the Forgotten. I can... Oh, I was walking away from Vishrakish, I guess. The NPC who wants it. Yeah, I'm going to leave that as a not me at present consideration. Godash, you got anything for me? Okay, I don't have any... Interesting. Very familiar with the current Order of Sunspears. Okay. Well, might have monk skills for me, but I burnt all of my hero skill points, and that is fine. Should be right about there. So let's go do the thing where we get that stuff and things and stuff and stuff and things. Alkali pan. Griffin monoliths are weird enemies. Well, I mean, I guess. They had to especially make sure that Signet of Capture didn't get overridden by being a worm. I think that's interesting. Like, there was potentially a time where they didn't think about it, and then they ran into problems, and they're like, oh, right. Yeah, there's the boss I'm looking for over there. Man, these are large, chunky groups. Of course, there's a desert worm here. It's rated at 250 damage and it did 44, which is rather dire. It's like worms are known for their intense armor, and then we get in a worm and we just have mounds of HP instead. And it just feels weird. Hey, Awakened Thought Leech. Have you considered not interrupting me? I saw the boss I'm looking for. Oh, ignorance. That was annoying. There's Divert Hexes. They recently buffed this. Well, this is just an absolute train wreck of I don't care about these fights. Okay, hang on. I need to fix my skill bar every freaking time. I don't know. Is there a way to tell 2 weeks to make that a toggle? Okay. Scribe's Insight. And the Crystal Overlook, which is an annoying place to get to. Ugh, there's no good way there. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Gotta go get that elite. From here, I guess. Am I ready to rune up Jin? Maybe. Am I gonna rune her up the same way I runed up Margaret the Sly? Probably. Maybe I'll swap it around and focus her a little bit more on expertise. It has some merit to it. Don't think I'm going to do that just yet, though. I think my main goal for today at this point is to try to finish up all the business I've got in Nightfall on this character. I could go get Judgment Strike, but honestly, it's not part of unlocking all skills, so it's a low priority. That thing is like a second from death. We got it, though. Yes, bip them all. Boy, Master Whispers is churning through energy. I blame Chillblains. Boy, though, gonna be really efficient, technically speaking. Okay, that's probably my destination right there. Heading to the Crystal Overlook. It would be nice if there was a little outpost for the Overlook area itself, but it is what it is. Ow. I like Jin's spamming the thing. If it's not a boss, then Invoke Lightning is just painful instead of instantly lethal. I imagine for the people who really grind the Shadow area, having a special additional armor against lightning damage is a really good idea. I imagine Boon of Creation has been doing a lot to help manage his energy. Yeah, okay, this is Crystal Overlook. I need to figure out which part of it is, if I need to go... Yeah, I think I'm heading south here. I need to go through a lot of this map, is the thing. Elementals. Yeah, that's right, there are a bunch of those here, aren't there? For some reason, these give you Lightbringer points too, which I don't object to, but it is a bit peculiar. But if you want a spot for a an outpost out here, the place I would recommend... Wow, I just want to heal Elias if I can. That would be pretty nice, I think. But it's a spot like right over here. The spot where you can actually see into the let's go over it. Over that direction. Obviously this area is infested with Jinn and such, but this area over here, you could put, like, see there's a weaponsmith and a materials person. Like, this is an area you could somehow cobble together an outpost. And there's the statue way off in the distance. That's theoretically in the Arid Sea. Looking in this direction, so it's Arid Sea is theoretically over here. I'm not sure how well all that stuff lines up. If you were to try to be placing the maps compared to where they put them in Guild Wars 2, etc. Because obviously Guild Wars 2 handles the crystal, or the whole, like, Ilona Crystal Desert area much more contiguously than this game does, since they're separate maps here, but one map there. It would be very interesting. Actually, this could be a very odd project for 2 weeks to undertake. And probably not the best idea. But if they wanted to, they could try to set up a world map like Guild Wars 2 has, where instead of using the boat to travel between areas, it's just one huge world map. That certainly would be an option that they could undertake if they wanted to. It'd certainly make getting around a heck of a lot easier. I'm not sure it's a good idea because it makes it harder to add new campaigns. Then you have to figure out where you're putting their maps on that map. I mean, it's a problem Guild Wars 2 has had to be solving, so that's just a different style of design. Signal of Humility is an interesting skill. I don't think we need these worm spores, so... Oh, we will need them, though. Might as well get into them now. Shelter will reduce your damage to 300. The tragic thing is with these freaking worms, it actually might be of a benefit. Why is Elias being... Oh, that's Gwen. Hanging back with the minions. Keeping the minions company for no good reason. Reform carvings is kind of a neat skill. Let them change their profession. But the boss should be somewhere. There's a sulfur waste that the boss isn't down here. Yeah, Servant of the Sands over there. That's what I'm looking for. For a dubious energy management elite. Who knows? Maybe it'll become less dubious. Oh yeah, I love crushing copper. I picked up a copper crusher for those who weren't able to see the text. So I was making a wee bit of a joke. Okay. Scribe's Insight. Like, the problem is you have to use 2 signet activations in order to be able to get your energy back. Which is actually asking quite a bit out of that skill. Okay. I believe that's all of the elites that I would want to get before going into the Realm of Torment. So Desolation, I grabbed Overt Hexes and Scribe's Insight. The Gate of Desolation itself doesn't have any. Spellbreaker is available yet again. Signet of Judgment, which I already have unlocked. Judgment Strike, which I don't need for this. I believe I do have the things to get it. Martyr, which I said I already wanted to get on a different character. Depths of Madness. Oh, look, Spellbreaker again. Defender's Zeal. Is that the main one that I have left in here? Oh, Healer's Covenant. Yeah, I don't want to get that one because it's garbage, but I need to get that one to unlock all skills. Nightfall and Jahia, Signet of Judgment again. Okay, so it looks like there's 2 more. Healer's Covenant and Defender's Zeal. Flame of Fervor. Where is this? Oh, just behind Gate of Fear. Okay. I probably need more Signets of Capture. I can get those at the Guild Hall, so... Let's go to the Gate of Fear. And then let's go grab like another 3 Signets of Capture or something. I'll probably need more than that overall, but... Okay. What does this Rune Trader have to say for themselves about Tormentors? Tormentor? Okay, Tormentor doesn't have any value anymore. And Minor Mysticism. Okay, so this is actually just not... doesn't really have any additional value. Minor Mysticism might be worth taking out for a hero, I guess. Okay, well, yay, bonus rune. I also want to put these other things in my bank at some point, but that's not in consideration. Okay. Deposit that, and then I'm going to withdraw 3 platinum. I'm going to probably need more than that, but I kind of don't want to overpay for Signets of Capture either, like purchase more than I actually need. Because I'm going to need to go get more skills and prophecies, for example. But I'd kind of want to avoid, like, getting too many, just because I do need to ration my funds on this character for the time being. I need the Domain of Fear, and this is going to go behind the Domain of Fear. That's where we need to head. I'm going to want to rune out Backlight Jin at some point in time too, but that's not a present consideration. Yeah, I don't know where the thing is either. This place is not necessarily the most sensible location, and that is cool. Okay, Flame of Fervor is the boss that I'm looking for, so it's a nice, easy trek over to it. Okay, let's just do everything slower to land. Ooh, I felt that too. Ooh, that Dwayne's Kiss, that 1 second up is real painful. It's less pain. Healing burst is 3/4 second, so it's less painful there. Okay. Defender's Zeal. This skill is really bad, but you know. Now I just need Healer's Covenant from the Bringer of Deceit in the Domain of Pain. Healer's Covenant is also a very bad skill. Okay. It also shows going from the Gate of Fear. How convenient. Okay, we can go kind of straight out and then around. Sounds like it might have some tricky spots, but it shouldn't be too bad. Always bring Lightbringer's Signet for energy management. I don't think I'm that desperate for energy management, though. Not with the BIP. Okay, I need to go to the Domain of Pain. At least it's the Domain of Fear, so Domain of Pain is over here. Kind of skip through some of this on the thing. Let's take these Shadow Warriors out. This area is annoying because you take 20 damage whenever you use a skill. Okay, Forgotten Warden, give me your stuff. Killing Margonites. Sounds like a plan. Can we not cross this thing? We can. Okay. I was thinking we could cross the big glowy purple bridge, but you know, it was being vaguely inconsiderate. Oh yeah, I see. This is the spot that I was talking about being kind of difficult, where there are 3 mobs that you can end up fighting. I would prefer not to fight them all at the same time. That seems poor. There's also a random boss in there, I'm noticing. Arlon the Zealous. That I'll probably need on my Dervish. I might not. It depends upon how frequent the elite that they use is available. But okay, well, it looks like these groups are committed to being together, so let's just make this awful for us and do the best we can. Okay, Master of Whispers, if you could Oh my goodness. Why do my skills not recharge faster? Okay, in my defense, I kind of thought this might happen, but I didn't really have a whole lot of choices. I should have made sure to pre-prot with, what's his face, though? That Spear of Torment very likely make another Spear of Torment, which is less than ideal. It should be possible to kind of separate these guys out, but honestly, just making sure I preset up Raza's spirits is probably the best thing I can do. Hey, you. Alright, sorcerers hit hard. Is this... No, we're taking damage from everything. Okay. I think a dervish boss just killed me. We... No, maybe... have we made at all progress on quelling their numbers? I might do a couple more runs into this, but TBH, probably going to step back and try again without death penalty. Okay, first of all, you are doing this. And we're going to get these spirits set up. Okay, Jin deserves more splinter weapon, but they figured that out on their own, so that's good. Okay, we're pulling back. Shelter's the one that's really important. Union's gonna get its face beat in here. Okay, we did not argue, or aggro. We did not, I don't know where argue came from. Let's get this boss. Boss's attention? Yes, no, maybe? Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but this boss apparently doesn't want to fight us. I mean, if they want to just stand there, I'm not going to be upset by that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that would have been good 30 seconds ago. Okay, we have substantially cleared things out, but come on, Acolyte Jin, you can do something maybe. Okay. One of the problems we have here is these random terrors have been made low enough that I think we've had a couple of spawn, which is not great. Like, we're running some real death penalty here because this is a rough spot. And the wiki did warn about that being the case. Effective use of Union will mitigate many of these issues. But not eliminate them. So that's, you know, not ideal. Okay, we do seem to have cleared up a lot of this. Just preset up shelter. That deep freezes. Imminently deal withable. I can see why the wiki is warning about this, though. This spot is brutal. Not the boss I was going after, and so we'll ignore her, but... the boss I want is down this way. I think we've gotten through the worst of it, but I definitely need to make sure... See, 2 Reign of Terrors in there is kind of scary. The most important thing that I can do is... pre-prot with shelter. And the 4-second recharge on that feels so long. My goodness, shelter is evaporating too. So we can't take anything because our HP is so low. It digs into shelter really badly. Okay, we need to just recover. Low HP makes degen effects feel worse. That's always how it goes. Bringer of Deceit is the boss that I want. Or a really, really bad elite. I don't even know what our priority is here. Let the heroes kind of figure it out. Jin, you lead the way. I don't like being wanded for 69. Or attacked or whatever. What a garbage skill. Treasure chests. Well, that's worth going to. This skill's bad for a lot of reasons. Nice. Okay, well, I will take that random supply of funds. Okay. I think that's the last... Man, that was rough, but we managed it. I think that's the last skill that I needed to capture here, though. Because I think everything else was either skills I had already unlocked or stuff I'm going to get on another character. There is some argument for some of the ritualist elites, but that's something to worry about later. I will say, capping that skill and then not being out of energy is nice. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I think my goal now, however, is to travel to Eye of the North and start making my way through this stuff here. The problem with Healer's Covenant is it doesn't make your 10 energy skills that much more affordable. Like, it's -3 energy, but all of your for your healing pairs, but they heal for 25% less health, which is just too severe. It might be tolerable if it also reduced their recharges by 50% or something, but as it's currently designed, it's just not a skill I ever find myself wanting to use. So that's that. My skill is also not great. I need to get like Cry's Healing Circle. Actually, maybe I want to go to Kaineng and buy the factions stuff that I want. Sort by campaign. Weird sort, but also a useful one. Okay. Factions. Soulstone Strike I'm going to save for another character. That one I like on other professions, so I'm happy to wait on that. I don't want to buy core stuff because it might be available from the hero skill trainers. Kieran's Wrath is also a very dubious spell, but I'm okay with grabbing it. Okay. And I will be getting more hero skill points from the stuff here, so I have. Okay, I need to make sure I pick up the books here. Gedrol.
I'm afraid I'm busy.
Written evidence. I would like an empty hero's handbook and master dungeon guide. Thank you. What am I missing here? Okay, Maguma Jungle. I'll need to do that on this character at some point. Hero's Return, I also have some stuff to finish. Wow, this is like so close to being good. I'm gonna hang on to it for a moment. And I unlocked the staff wrapping of quickening. Okay,
Who goes there?
I don't need this Blazing Wing Wand, and I don't need this Demonic Relic. Okay, none of these have values right now, so that's annoying, but whatever. I'll buy a new ID kit later. Order for some the Artificier. You.
I've heard much of you.
I'm gonna grab Char Invaders, Menno, Norno. That'd be good to be doing some of those, but right now, I'm gonna select this quest because I'm gonna head that direction. Completing Eye of the North stuff.
Yeah, hey there.
will go a long way towards funding me. Yeah, sure, if you say so, Jorah.
Who goes there?
It's always good when that gets interrupted. Thunderclap, probably. Oh, or maybe Acolyte Jin did it.
Who sent you?
I mean, the big thing I want is just map presence, so that's what we're working on right now. Is Manticore going to be a problem? I'm really bad against conditions right now with my current team build. I have a Men, Body, and Soul on Raza, but I can remove up to 4 conditions at once, but yeah, okay. It still is gonna, we're gonna get bloated in conditions. It's gonna be rough. I like their Mandragore's build, by the way. I think it's a really good design to have something that pushes you in a specific like on a specific axis of weakness with the heavy Condi pressure. I really like the bright spot over there. So I think it's a really, really, really good design, and it would have been neat to see more stuff like that, actually. I'm beginning to want lunch. Not been going for super long, though. Not sure how long I want the stream to go. I mean, I am really wanting to get all characters through all campaigns and stuff, but it feels good to be able to just hop into an area and go skill capping. Should look through sometimes, see how many elites I'm missing. From monk, like see specifically how my monk completion is going. There are a number of skills that I know I need to go get.
Are you hunting something?
Yeah, it's not particularly impressive numbers, but I'm not sure exactly offhand how many offhand. We can check that actually at the end of the stream today. It'll be nice to start knocking professions off. But there's going to be a little bit before I do that with Monk, because I am going to want to do that on other characters as well.
There. Why are you here?
Because this is where I need to explore now. That's why I'm here. Hornbear should jump out at us in a moment. We'll beat its face in and then continue on her merry way. Reminder that Gwen's like 18 right now. Maybe even a little younger. I'm gonna go ahead and dip into Gunner's Hold. There's Gunner Pound Fist. I'm like, why is this guy not showing up? He should be back there somewhere. But boy howdy, does he put somewhere back there. Real far.
Why are you here? Never.
Oh yeah, he does armor for some of your I Have North heroes. All of them maybe? Master Armor Core. Now, he may have showed me the trick to working derivative metals, but I can smith rings around that tiny little beard of his. Yeah. Good old Polymock. We're not going to worry about any of the other quest stuff here for the time being. There's plenty of other things that I will want to be doing at some point. The Bison's tournament is very high on that list, but I'm going to want to open up my options a bit before I try doing that. Yeah, that's definitely a later term objective. Getting access to Zandra would be nice, but...
Are you hunting something?
Interrupting bear form is
Why are you here?
the best way to simplify fighting those guys. Can anyone explain to me why we started fighting trees? Well, no matter. Let's ambush some Morn, or some Char. This is about to get really ugly really fast. But for whom, that remains to be seen. Oh my goodness, Elias, your face. Charhide, they certainly don't like to. You got it, Scoremonger. Well, we cleaned up that set of Char quite smoothly. I would like to thank the Char for being very low level. It is... there's a few level 20s scattered around in here, but there's a lot of level 8s. And level 8s are cannon fodder. Also, I would like to thank everyone for deciding that Elias was the biggest threat in the world and targeting him with tons of stuff, causing us to heal enormously. Honestly, it's probably the Elementalist's fault. They're gonna absolutely toast these guys. Y'all probably have an easier time knowing what's going on than I do, because I am too busy trying to keep health bars from going low to really have a great sense of what's happening. This is where Blessed Light would be a big help. Get there in time. No. That's okay. Not like act like Sasuke needs all of his energy or something. Wait, are you saying he can't do much without any energy? That sounds like a problem then. Okay, well, we weathered that particular storm. These guys can actually be surprisingly rough. Okay, Char Invaders is accomplished, so I don't have to worry about more of them, so that's good. Stop killing yourself, Elias. I know everybody's energy is in the toilet, but, like... it's not an excuse for you to kill yourself. With Bip. Oh, man, I love this area. The red sky contrasted with the blue and the grays of the... Like, it's cold versus warm. It's just... It's this sort of, like, design stuff that it feels like they struggle to do in Guild Wars 2 because of their day-night cycle and everything. like these fixed skyboxes allow them to do a lot of very cool visuals in Guild Wars 1. And as beautiful as Guild Wars 2 frequently is, it's just, it lacks something that this game has. And I've been trying very hard to figure out exactly how to describe it, but I think it's too much. Maybe this game's slightly simpler in a way that like is stronger to me. Again, this is always going to be subjective. Art always is, but like, and like there's a lot of beauty with Guild Wars 2 as well. Fashion is more enjoyable to muddle around with in that game, for example, I think. And Fell Blades looks so much better as a two-handed greatsword than as a one-handed sword in this game. I like the Guild Wars 2 Fell Blade significantly better than the Guild Wars 1 Fell Blade. But that's some random nonsense I'm pulling out. These guys are going to be a right pain in the face. Get their heal party, good job. Yeah, we're ignoring your Locke's chest. That's a really weird team comp. Eventually, Acolyte Jin will finish her training arc. I mean, keep in mind, she started today at level 11, so she's gained 7 levels over the course of today already. Which is actually fairly impressive if you think about it. Oh, man, that is some nasty hexage. I will take some suffering for the sake of healing my people. Well, that wasn't great. Interesting. Oh. So this is a really weird little quirk. That specifically applies to Healing Burst and Healer's Covenant. Healer's Covenant doesn't affect the healing done by Divine Favor, but it does affect the healing done by this spell's healing of everyone except your target equal to the Divine Favor. Right? So that's very interesting. So if I target Jin with it, yeah, she doesn't gain it again. Huh, that's a very interesting little quirk.
Are you hunting?
The skill does not explicitly state that your target doesn't gain the bonus. It's just all party members in earshot of your target gain health. Equal to the Divine Favor bonus from the spell. But because that's connected to that spell, if you have Healer's Covenant at the same time, which you're generally not going to because it's an elite. I did talk to this guy again, right? Yeah, I just saw...
Who goes?
There we go. I don't know. Some weird quirky stuff to think about. Some weird quirky stuff to think about.
Never anger a Norn.
We're gonna fight this guy first, though. No matter how you might feel about Norn bears.
Are you hunting something?
Remember, challenge is my middle name. Sophia challenged Sora. Yep, we're just gonna trundle on this direction. Like, he's low enough on the healing pool that, like, he's supporting with it, but he's not, like, pressing it hard. A lot of what he's doing is Barb's support for the minions, honestly. Well, that's a problem. I need to wait for that to not be on me before I can cast stuff that targets... I can probably use a Signet, though. Oh, I got Mark of Subverted, so that's annoying. Okay, I don't know what we're doing here. I guess we're fighting these Modnir. That's fine. I don't object to that. Hmm.
Never anger a Norn. Why are you here?
Yeah, I'm not really trying to get a lot of kills, though. Trying to get to Sifala. Yeah, might be a slightly shorter stream today, because I'm definitely feeling a desire to wrap up and eat lunch. I think I'm going to do a little bit more, but probably, like, tracking the Norn Bearer. Thinking about elite skills. I know there's withdrawal hexes can be found in this area, so I'm going to want to capture that.
Never anger a Norn.
So just trying to think through what my priorities are. Mostly. Sif Shadowhunter would be right at home in Kingdom Hearts, right? Was the character name?
Are you hunting something?
Yes, let's do this. This is a little story interstitial where we get attacked by the Norn Bear. These Norn Guard prove to be hilariously inept and instantly die
Why
to
are
the
you
thing.
here?
So we have 10 dozen wolves, 3 square bear, and 1 vicious rabbit. That is a vicious rabbit. Why did they fall over dead? I don't know, but it creates fodder for us. And I'll take it. You know, I'm going to take this moment to complain about the Kill Sons of Svanir objective in Guild Wars 2 weeklies. Because it doesn't care about any other ice broods or minions of Jormag, specifically Sons of Svanir, and that can feel really fiddly. It's quite an annoying specification. Anyway. Oh yeah, haven't seen this in a little while. I might let this cutscene play.
What is this creature, Jorah? You seem to know a lot about it.
I know all too much, I'm afraid.
I'm like the same height as Ogden. It's funny.
My brother and I were both hunters. One day we chased our prey across Drakkar Lake, a place our people normally shun. We found something there.
Do you feel it, Jorah? Something in the air.
All I feel is a chill harsher than any blizzard.
Yes, it is cold, but it also feels ancient. Old and powerful.
This place is cursed, Svanir. Let us leave it.
No. A simple spell should reveal the nature of the power.
I do not know what we contacted that day, but its energies nearly consumed us. I resisted the power and was cursed by it. I cannot embrace the wild. I can no longer become the bear. My brother seized the power and went mad. He was transformed. He became the creature you fought.
My first ice brood.
My brother now raids the Norn settlements. He avoids me, though I pursue him. I communed with the bear spirit. She wishes you to aid me.
You want us to help find your brother?
No, I want you to help me kill him.
Sif.
Who sent you?
Thank you. Are the dudes done dirt cheap? I'm gonna grab that as
Why are
well.
you here?
But let's go ahead and fight Nornbear. Do I have... No, of course I don't. Yeah, the only titles I have are Sunspear General, Conquering Lightbringer, and Survivor Level 1. What a spread. I don't need the Wolfen Blessing. I have the power of knowledge. The party is probably less important because I've got life and Protective Scowli over there, also helping to bolster our hit points. I'm gonna wait for Elias to catch up. Wow, that was a bad attack. Bad attack for Jin as well. More of these Jotun to fight. I really don't care for the blessings, and I'm always annoyed whenever I have to use one. You only have to use the bear one, though, thankfully. Oh, good. She had weakness on her. Barbs gains added value in these ones just because you often have Norn accompany you that presumably are hitting for some additional physical damage. I could grab Wolfen Blessing. It just tell me to go over here though, so why would I bother? Why would I bother losing a skill to gain information I already have? Wow, that is a nasty pile of hexes on me. I feel like so much of my job is just keeping the BIP alive. Get this thing out of here. Okay, Nornbear. I know you're over here. Show yourself. Yeah, I kind of want to run Boon Prod again. I've been doing this sort of healer for a while now. Might want to go visit. Yeah, 108 skill points. I am no danger of running out before I get all the monk skills I need on this character. I might go to DAC and splurge on some more skills after this, actually. There's a bunch of prophecies only skills. I don't think they would be available from the Hero Skill Trainers in Eye of the North. Don't know why they would be. I think that's just going to be core skills. Interesting that it gets the Melandru, the Avatar of Melandru animation for bear form. I know that they make them distinct, but it'd be very interesting if they're different spirits of the wild. Like if Bear was secretly Balthazar and or Melandru or whatever. Like if they had some greater metaphysical connection and different aspects were shown to different races. Not how it works, obviously. That's not the direction they went with it, but that's an interesting premise, I think. Well, that was painful. Here, Elias, you're always going to need this, it seems. Let's touch Jorah. Here, Jorah, have some healing. I bopped you with my staff. few more Jotun to fight. These guys are level 28 means they're quite healthy. And I think they've got pretty good armor too. I'd definitely like to avoid casting through shame yet again, which I seem to have managed, so that's good. Okay, it's Vanir. Well, that was rude. Give me the no one bears 102 gold coins. It doesn't matter if I don't get them, but, you know, it'd be nice.
Stand aside. I must finish this.
Jorah, he's defeated.
He is my brother. He is my responsibility.
Jorah, you have my sympathy.
This was the only way it could end. The curse is lifted. For both me and Svanir, I think. You have helped me. I shall help you.
Good. We need to unite the other Norn to fight the destroyers.
I fear my words will carry little weight. I have my brother's blood on my hands.
If you can't influence the Norn, then who can?
Olaf, the sevenfold son of Olaf, is esteemed by many. As for me, I must seek Egil, who tells tales by the
Egil.
flame, to fully redeem my family's name.
Olaf it is, then. I need to talk to a Norn leader.
Norn do not have leaders, dwarf. Only heroes.
Jorah, we can aid you and seek out allies. Let us help you with your burdens.
You have the spirit of a Norn, human. I am proud to call you friend.
I love the ongoing theme of Ogden not understanding how Norn culture works. Like, he just can't get his head out of his own, like, way of thinking. I think that's pretty funny. I'm gonna go grab the quest from Undroth Blastrock over here.
You seek the dwarves? You seek the dwarves?
Okay. Right now, I actually seek Dak, Number Light Camp. By campaign. Yes, that is the sorting method I want. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff in my inventory I need to take care of. Identify all not available. Okay, I don't know how much platinum I'm gonna need here, but that's okay. Char hides. Where am I holding these? Over here? Nice. Okay, let's just get rid of all this stuff. Okay, let's see how many skills Dak will have for me. Prophecies. Balthazar's Spirit. Yes. Divine Healing. Divine Spirit. Essence Bond. Heal area and heal other I already have unlocked. Holy Strike I'll get on a different character. Holy Wrath I'll go ahead and grab now though. Life Attunement. Thankfully I have that unlocked on another character. I'll grab Light of Dwayna. I vicariously have someone else. Pacifism I have someone else. Protective Bond. I want to get Restore Life so badly, but not on this character. Scourge Sacrifice. Might I have unlocked? Sucker I don't. The Wrath I've unlocked. I should have Vigorous Spirit on this character. Vital Blessing I have unlocked. Watchful Spirit I don't, and I want to get that one too. And I do have Vengeance unlocked. Okay. So there's a handful of these that I don't have unlocked yet that I will want on characters at some point in time. This one I don't really care about, and I already have it unlocked, so that's great. Restore Life, I really, really want unlocked, but I also really want to unlock it on my warrior, probably. So we'll grab that on. Okay, let's jump back to Sifhala. Yeah, back to Sifhala. I'm going to want to do... oh, I should go turn this in. Hang on.
May the gods protect you.
Yeah, that's nice.
How can I help?
I will go ahead and grab that quest, but I'm not going to do that now. Great Temple of Balthazar is fine. Oh, Acolyte Jinn is level 20 now, so that's good as well. I should rune her up. There is a rune person here. I mean, I'm not doing this for Zaishan coins. I'm doing it for the other rewards, so Zaishan coins are just kind of a nice bonus. Ranger. Minor Wilderness Survival. I don't really care about Beast Mastery on her, so I'm not going to grab that. I'm going to get Major Expertise and Major Marksmanship. I'm not going to worry about any other stuff. Marksmanship and Expertise. Okay. Now she's kind of ruined up, which is good. Also, while I'm here, I can do the other thing that I was wanting to do. So I'm going to... Wow, that person has the robes that Santir tends to wear. Okay, skills. So I'm still missing... you know what? This is a fine way to organize things. Convert hexes, purge signets, life bond, martyr. Prophecies elites. I need to get Amity. I have a couple skills here that I'm going to get on my warrior. Life barrier, shield of judgment, which is a pain in the butt, but it can be gone. Factions. I need 3 elites. It looks like. Then there's like, what, 2 Eye of the North skills? So I'm actually getting very close to being done with Monk, specifically, in terms of unlocking skills. That's exciting. And Nightfall... Do I have... I do have Pensive Guardian. I have Words of Comfort unlocked. I just don't have it on this character. I mean, I've got a long way to go on other professions. You can see, like, how much of stuff I need to get on my Mesmer. My Necromancer is also... I got a lot of core stuff, actually, on my Necro. But I got a big swath of other things. I need to go massively elite capping. So I've made really good progress, regardless, however, and I am glad about that. We are going to travel. This is going to be a little awkward, but we're going to go to Kaineng, and then use the Asura Gate to get up there. I do want to kind of advance this character, though. It's a good way of getting funds. I'm going to leave Jin in my party for now. I'm happy with her there. I do want to select where the deeds done are cheap. I think that's going to be my next major objective. Anything else coming to mind? I feel like I've done a lot of the things I was wanting to make sure I did. So yeah. We reviewed stuff. Things are coming along pretty well for Monk. Most of the skills left to get are either ones that I want to check for hero skill trainers for giving them, or capture or like acquire them on other characters. So that's exciting. I'm probably going to continue to focus on my Monk for a little bit yet. I would like to finish the Eye of the North on her, and whatnot, but we'll see. See what I do specifically next time. But I definitely need to be pushing progress on various characters, and getting hero skill points is another form of progress. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here for the day. A little bit of a shorter stream, but I think that's okay. They don't all need to be as long as they have been. And until next time, everyone, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and goodbye.